As you can see, the channel name says Big Phil, the carpenter's son. And because, yes, my dad is a carpenter and that makes me a carpenter's son. But the truth is that that's some part of me that has taught me a lot, but I have really never publicly spoken about it because I felt like the time wasn't right, basically. But yeah, this video I want to talk about what working with wood has taught me about real goals, because goal setting looks like a concept that everybody hears and knows about, especially in times like now where we are approaching the new year and getting into new seasons and stuff. Goal setting looks like the one thing everybody is doing. Today I'm going to be a little bit practical with you and try to relate how working with wood, you know, some of the things I have learned and seen from my father and interacting with other people as a carpenter has taught me about real goal setting in life. Now, the first thing I would like to talk about is that if you rush your goals, like if you try to rush things up, you end up destroying everything. It's the same with a woodworking project. If you have a bed, if you have a command to, let's say, make a bed, and you tell the client that this is going to take, for example, 3 weeks, and because you didn't do the job or you didn't pay attention to the job, you went ahead to do other things, and boom, you realize yourself that it's 2 days to the delivery of the bed, and you try to rush making that bed to deliver it in 2 days. Trust me, you're going to screw it up big time. And that's exactly what happens with our goals. Sometimes we have these beautiful things we have written down on paper as goals, but because we did not create timelines and guidelines to help us achieve those goals, we tend to rush them at the end of the day. Many a times you see people in December, in November, in October trying to force to do things they set out to do in January. You cannot do that to yourself. Just like how delivering a product somebody would like as a carpenter needs you to pay attention to the steps and everything that is needed, it's the same way with goal setting. And so in 2026 and beyond, if you have goals that you have written down and you don't have a breakdown, a timeline breakdown on how to achieve those goals and other guidelines in place on how to do them, and you give yourself to those goals and not rush it, trust me, you're going to screw everything up and you're still going to find yourself in the same sad and depressed position you were in December. Irrespective of what you have in front of you, break them down and don't rush it. One other thing carpentry taught me, which I would relate it to goal setting, is the fact that you measure twice before you cut. Wood is something very delicate and very expensive, because if you need a piece that is 1.10 m or 110 centimeters and you cut it at 100 centimeters, trust me, that wood 90% of the time is ruined, is wasted. You need to measure and measure again and be sure that you have measured the dimension you need before you place your saw to cut it. How do we relate this to goal set? You don't just rush into executing a goal because you have written it down on paper. You need to pay attention to that goal that you have set, look at it critically and understand if it is something that is really important to you before you rush and do it. Most of the times, people follow shining object syndrome and find themselves at the end of the year with nothing to show for it because they kept following the next beautiful thing. It's like measuring and cutting without paying attention to it. No, you don't do that to yourself. You have goals that you have set. You pay attention to those goals. You create timeline. You create systems. You ensure that these things are possible to do before you go ahead and execute them. Because if you go ahead into executing goals that you have not properly prepared for, you will have no result, and no result will lead you to disappointment. Just like how a carpenter is going to mark and measure twice before he cuts, pay attention to the goals you have set. Understand them, understand yourself, and be true to yourself if it is something you can achieve with the timeline you have given yourself. Otherwise, don't do it. Stop lying to yourself. One thing I also realized from carpentry is that if you take a project you know you cannot do, you're going to waste your time, you're going to waste the client's time, and you're going to waste your resources at the end. It has made us carpenters to be very careful on the jobs we take. For example, if you bring a picture of something you need to me, you put a picture in front of me and I look at it and I'm like, no, I can't do this thing. And if you insist that I do it, because probably you know that I am a trustworthy person and you understand the fact that, okay, I'm good with stuff. If you force me to take on that project and I eventually take up on it, there is 90% chances that I'm going to screw it up. There is 90% probability that I'm going to screw it up. And by so doing, I'm going to waste your time, I'm going to waste my time, and I'm going to waste your money. How do we relate this to goal setting? Set only goals you have the balls to finish. Don't set goals you don't have what it takes to complete them. Starting many things and accomplishing none is a very big waste of time. And it's so unfortunate that time is the currency we don't have extra. Each and every one of us has 24 hours in a day. And once your 24 hours is finished, my own 24 hours is finished. The only difference between you and me will be how you used your 24 hours. Did you use it to make constructive steps that will help you to pick up from where you ended today tomorrow? Or you just woke up and you were haphazard about things in such a way that you would wake up tomorrow and you will not even know where to begin? Don't take up on projects you know you cannot finish. Don't set goals you know that 20 years to accomplish and you try to do it in a year. Don't take a goal that needs 6 months to accomplish and you try to do it in a day. It's not going to work. If it doesn't work, you're going to feel disappointed. If you keep feeling disappointed for a long time, you're going to feel like your life is a waste. No, the person who is achieving more is not very special from you. They just start what they set out to do and complete it. And so if you want to be a person of amazing results next year and this year inclusive, you have to ensure that whatever you start, you finish it. Don't take up on a project you know in your heart you cannot deliver. For this video, the last thing I'm going to talk about is the fact that you have to respect processes. Every product that we make as carpenters, there are specific processes that are laid down for those products. For example, whatever you have to make out of wood, you need to get the wood. Number one, you need to pre-process the wood to ensure that everything is smooth and leveled and all of that. You go ahead to measure, and then you cut, and then you go ahead to make the necessary designs, and you go ahead to start the finishing process. You have to do the finishing process a couple of times to ensure that the product is really good and nice, and then you have to put everything together to have what the client ordered. There are so many moving pieces to any project that you make as a carpenter, and you cannot underlook any process. You cannot underlook any step of the process. It's the same with goal setting. You cannot put more importance to the goal and put less importance to the resources you need to achieve that goal. For example, if you tell yourself that in 2026 you're going to be the best cloud engineer that is existing in the world, and you don't have a laptop to practice cloud computing, you're setting up yourself for failure. Whatever the goals that you have, you need to be conscious. Do I have what it takes to finish these goals? Do I have the understanding of the process that it needs to take me from point A, point B? Do I have everything that I need to before I start? Yes, I understand that sometimes you don't need to have everything before you start, but it doesn't also mean that you will start without having the key essentials. So this is my encouragement to you. Don't just do things because you want to feel good. Don't set goals because everybody is talking about goals and it feels like it's a trending topic and you want to also tag along. Do it because you find it important and you see that it's something that is going to be useful to you. And with this understanding, I can only trust that you would do the right things and at the end of the day have an amazing year. And let me use this opportunity to say that if you need stuff made out of wood, let me know and I may just be the person who makes the next furniture in your house, and it'll be a pleasure for me and you. So stay tuned. The next video I'm going to be talking about how to enter the new year calm instead of anxious, because many people right now probably feeling anxious about something that's threatening to go wrong or about something that is delaying. So I'm going to teach you how to enter the new year without feeling anxious. Subscribe if you want to, like this video if you found it useful, dislike it if you didn't find it useful, and go ahead to leave a comment. Let me hear from you in the comment section, and let's have a conversation right there. Let me know, what do you think about what I was saying?